So addictions sometimes are, well, not sometimes, often really difficult for the family to recognize because they usually happen, not always, but over a period of time, over years in fact, and the family goes down that path themselves and probably crosses over many of their own boundaries and develops a tolerance for inappropriate behavior.
Well, families should start to worry once they start seeing friends change or disappear, people not showing up for previously scheduled events or dinners, not following through with their intentions, showing up tired, exhausted, leaving the table lots of times can be another cue if they're going to the washroom a lot.
One is watching their addict who has a loss of control over their addiction, who has a compulsion to use. So, there's that incredible desire there. There's a loss of control, so they're no longer having one drink or one drug. They're drinking the whole bottle.
Another thing can be skin tone, dilated eyes, bloodshot eyes, sweats. A lot of times I showed up and I'd be in withdrawal to some degree. And families can see that. Hungover is a big one, missing work. But probably changing to friends. That's a big, if you're looking for younger people, it's a change of friends.
And then the fourth is an acquired tolerance, that it takes more and more and more to get the same effect. And that's happening for the family too. I like to say that the addict is the family's greatest weakness, right? That they have an acquired tolerance that keeps getting larger and larger and larger. And they put up with more and more behavior that they would never put up with years before.
If you have an addict in your family, there's sort of two types. There's the willing to get help and the unwilling to get help. The willing to get help, seize the moment. Do whatever you can, as fast as you can, to get them the help. Because one day, 3 days, a week later, they can change their mind very quickly. So if someone comes to you and says, I need help, get them help then. Don't say, oh, we'll talk about it at dinner tonight over the family. No, right then. Pick up the phone, make a plan, get into someone's office, call the local health department, whatever you have in your city or province, act now. That's the important thing. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the more likely the person's going to go, actually, I'm okay. If the addict's unwilling to get help, then it gets more difficult. Seeking family counseling can be a good start. Most of the time when we get to an intervention stage, it's really because the family has done everything in their power trying to convince this person to change, and they're unwilling to change, or they don't see the problem that they're causing. And so they get desperate. And interventions are as much for the family and friends as they are for the addict themselves, because people hate to think they didn't try. Right? So if we do an intervention and they say no, at least we know we've done everything we possibly could. There is nothing after an intervention. And the worst thing that happens in intervention is that you plant a seed. And what they do with that seed is hopefully it'll grow over time.